Hi guys, this is Whiskey 5 Victor Echo, and that's me, Ralph W5VE, and we are testing a new app I got that lets me record video, capture the screen rather in video on my LG V20 Android phone. This particular app is called Mobizen, Mobizen, and it only works on Android phones, which of course are the best. So anyway, won't get into that right now. But I thought I would show you some of the things I can do with amateur radio. Of course, amateur radio is my big hobby, and right now I'm on 17 meters monitoring. I've worked Saudi Arabia a few moments ago, and who else did I work? Croatia S57TW. So I'm looking at my ham rig behind me. There you go, focus. There's the ham rig. W5VE ICOM 7200. And of course I'm very much computer augmented. I have two screens there. That's my logbook. And that's the actual live FT8 signals coming in right now. And I'm looking primarily, looking primarily for grid squares. I've got into the ARRL International Grid Chase, and I have, let's see how much I got. My ranking now is worldwide is 1,097 out of 27,812. In other words, in the top 5% worldwide, which is not too bad. But anyway, let's get back to the phone. That's my books behind some of my book collection. I collect Encyclopedia Britannicas, among other things. Plus, I've written some of the books on that shelf. So anyway, let's get back to the purpose of this video, which was to look at some of my ham radio apps on the phone, which most of which you guys can download and use too. Amateur radio, like any hobby, is a whole lot more fun if you keep score. If you bowl, you definitely want your score. If you play baseball, you want all your stats and so forth. Amateur radio is no different, and I'm going to show you some of the ways I can check my scores while I'm out using my phone. So this in the video. Sorry, not the video, but the camera. And if you look second one down on the app icons, there's an app drawer called Ham Radio. And I touch it, it opens up the ham radio programs. I have quite a few, some of which I've written, some of which are available. The first one, LOTW Check, is not available on the Play Store yet. I wrote it, but it's just using the ARRL's LOTW website. It just makes it a little easier. And I can look here and select DX, although it's going to show everything, but it will check if I have any new countries. I have a check mark by it, so oops. I hit the wrong button. Let's see, DXCC. We go over here and recent QSLs, and this is only showing, you can look at all your contacts, but this is only showing QSLs. For example, my most recent QSL was from VE1OP in Canada. It was on 20 meter CW last night during the CW contest. I don't know which CW contest it was, but when I am tuning across bands and hear a CW contest, I get in it just as a matter of fact. That's why I have 96 countries toward my DXCC on CW. Just need 4 more countries. Digital and phone and mixed I already have. Here's 4 contacts from Barbados. Some people get on, you can tell they just got on LOTW because you get a whole slew of contacts from them. Uh-oh. Go back. Sorry, that's one of the bad things about the online app is you gotta go back to awards and so forth. But okay, so you saw the list. I can check the list, and you got the same thing on the web, so you can do it anytime. Let's go back to the DXCC. But I want to show you, getting back to keeping score, I want to show you how you do that. You know, so you check the initial list we looked at there, and you can see what's new, if you had it before, if it's a new confirmation, and what band, and so forth. Come on, baby. This is the internet. This is actually the LOTW site that's slow. My phone's fast. It's latest version. It's got 6-core processor, several gigabytes of memory, 4 I think, something like that. Anyway, it's a powerful phone. Okay, here are my DX confirmations. If you look in the total column that has all underneath it, I have 178 total. I have 96, as I told you, on CW. I'll pull that over where you can see the CW. 132 on phone, 128 on digital, that's FT8, RTTY, JT65, PSK31, etc. And then we go into the separate bands. I have 25 countries confirmed on 160 meters, which is not bad. I've got 124 on 40, 117 on 20, 5 on 5 on 6 meters. But let's go back to 160. You can drill on down. If you hit the 160 link, it will bring up a list of the countries you worked on 160 meters. Now, I got some pretty good stuff. Alaska, that's good. On 160, I've got Balearic Islands. Those are islands off the coast of Spain. It's a Spanish possession. Belize in Central America. Bonaire, one of the Netherlands-owned islands down in the Caribbean. Cayman Islands, that's British-owned. Crete, that's a big island in the Mediterranean owned by Greece. Croatia. Now, remember this 160. This ain't too bad. Cuba, that's pretty easy to get. Curaçao, that's another one of the Netherlands islands. England. European Russia. RA3DA, that's on 160 meters. Faroe Islands, those are in the North Atlantic owned by Denmark. Pretty rare. In fact, 160 meters is the only place I have the OY1. I need to get it on some other bands. France, Greece, Mexico, Scotland, Sweden, Turk and Caicos Islands in the Caribbean, Ukraine, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. So that's not too bad. All right, so anyway, LOTW is, I highly recommend if you want to keep track of what you're doing and get WAS and DXCC fast and know exactly when you're getting it and apply for it and everything. The site does all that for you. And I got about 67% QSLs on, no, I got over 70% QSLs on LOTW. Which means that better than 2 out of every 3 people I talk to send a QSL. So it's very worthwhile. LOTW look is just another way to look at a quick look at what you got in. You can't look at any of the statistics or anything. Now this next app I have, DX Chaser, I have it just for one reason. I don't particularly like it, but it will show me my stats on 60 meters. For example, this is WAS, worked all states. I have 39 states on 60 meters. The ARRL, for various good and sundry reasons, does not emphasize 60 meters, which is just, right now, just 5 channels, although we're getting some more frequencies down there, I think. So anyway, it doesn't show on LOTW. I have to go here to see what I got. So I got 39 states on 60. It's not too bad. And if I want to know how many countries I have, it's third from the right if you're looking for it. 37 countries confirmed on 60 meters, includes Åland Islands, which is off of Finland, Finnish possession. Alaska, I've got 29 contact. I've got 29 QSLs in Alaska on 8 bands. Albania, Andorra, a little principality between Spain and France and the Pyrenees Mountains. Nice thing about amateur radio, you learn a lot of geography. Antarctica, I got 3. Oops. Yeah, if you hit a particular country, I hit the Balearic Islands. It shows you where you have them confirmed, like 12 meters. I have EA6DB confirmed. 30 meters, I've got EA6ALW and EA6MB. If you haven't guessed it by now, EA6 is the prefix for Balearic Islands. Okay. Here's a good one. This will be sideways because I turn around horizontal. Band conditions. What's open? And of course, well, not much on 160, but it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 30 meters open pretty good. Some going on 20. And of course, FT8 is always open. Like I say, I'm listening to 106. Excuse me, I'm listening to 17 now. Let me bring up the camera and I'll show you just what's going on 17, which is quite a bit. Okay, turn it around. There we go. There's 17. There's all kinds of stations on it now. You can look at the waterfall. All those little blobs in the blue along the top, those are stations on 17 meters right now. There's not much room in between. And I just look and see if there's anything I want. That was that was a message from Echolink. I had Echolink open. I'll show you that in a moment. Okay. Now, let's look at a few more. Hi, that's me. If you haven't guessed that, you ain't been watching. Okay, in the camera. And go back to my ham radio. Oh, here's my website. I have an app that brings it up. This is W5VE.com, Whiskey5VictorEcho.com. And this article is when I received, and I was both surprised and gratified to receive the A1 Operator Club Award. It's a national award put out by the American Radio Relay League. And that was me when I received that the Western Carolina Amateur Radio Society Christmas party last Christmas. So anyway, that brings up my website so I can check it and so forth. Okay. I don't know what that was. That's all right, let's go back here. I also can check EQSL. I have to log in. I'm not logged in right now on it, but that I use EQSL too. Okay. And I use QRZ log. It's a little slow coming up. There it is. That's my... You know, every once in a while, especially on the Western Carolina amateur page, I'll post things I've worked that shows their flag. Well, this is where it comes from my QRZ logbook. LOTW, EQSL, and QRZ are the major online electronic logbooks, and they're all free, and you can use them anytime from anywhere. It's a good deal. And I have hrdlog.net because I use Ham Radio Deluxe program to do my main logging and rig control. See, my most recent contact, which happened just a few minutes ago, is Saudi Arabia. There was a notification about breaking news. I didn't see what it was. And before that, I worked a KC7. I think he was in Arizona or somewhere. TM0R is France, of course. OM8. Most of these on CW. There was a contest last night, as I mentioned, and I worked several. Let's see what that work. LZ9 Bulgaria, YT7 Serbia, S57DX was in Croatia, and so forth. Okay, and back to the DX Fun is a DX cluster. DX clusters are where people hear different stations and they post where they are. Like TN5R, now the second one down, that's on 10 meters. I'm going to have to get on 10 here shortly. But they just spot it and it's there, and you can go and see if you can hear it and work it. It's a good way to find the rare DX. Yes. Did I want to exit? I did. Now, Echolink, I did a program on this at the club. I've got a YouTube video up on it. This is where you can use your phone to work amateur radio. And let's see what I want to do. Not in QSO, yeah, I know that. No, I don't want to exit, but show you how much I use it. Ah, here we go. Echo test. This is where you can test your audio.
Welcome to the Echolink test server. This server records your transmissions and plays them back to help you adjust your transmitted and received audio. Please feel free to connect as often as you like.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4. This is Whiskey 5 Victor Echo, W5VE, beautiful downtown Alexander, North Carolina. Well, it didn't come back. Normally it plays it back. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got a test. I may not have my audio set right on this. But anyway, Echolink will let you work a lot of different stations. Africa, Asia, there are 23 nodes in Africa. Let's see what's Algeria, Morocco, Mozambique, South Africa. We'll try this is a repeater in Durham, South Africa. Well, I've got to work on this app. I haven't used it in a long time. I don't think I've used it since I put it on this phone, so I need to do some settings. Anyway, I need to get that set back up. It's very nice to use. QST, you can read QST in advance if you're a subscriber. This is another DX cluster. This is a nice app if you want to look up the value of a resistor using the color code on the resistors. I don't have need to look up resistors very much, but on rare occasion I do, and it's nice to have this. Soda alert, that's Summit's on the air. And this is where they are. See if there's any W4. See if Dean or Papa Howard are on a mountain somewhere. I don't. K4 KRP. I don't see them. But anyway, there's a KI4. He's on 40 CW right now, portable from the top of a mountain somewhere. And you can use that app to look it up. Call sign database is CallSignDB. Also, QRZ Droid, you can look up people's calls and where they're located and so forth. Lots of useful stuff. Morse code. CQ. Uh-oh, misspelled that word. When you misspell D, it's not that I misspelled it, it's the darn autocorrect. There. W5VE K. I misspelled CQ. CQ. Oh, that's autocorrect again. Okay, tell her I really want CQ. CQ. I really won't. And the D. So now we have it right. Okay, now that was at 15 words a minute. Let me show you something. I'm going to move it up to 30. Now on the CW contest, and I've been working very hard and practicing for the last year on the CW contest, I run 30 words a minute all the time. This is what 30 words a minute sounds like. So, that's just a plaything. Okay. Last heard DMR. That's very useful. Here's one that's the bands we can operate on and their limits and which modes we can use and everything. Very handy chart to have in your phone. Oh, this is nice to have. This is the best contest calendar out there. It's at www.contestcalendar.com. But this shows you which contests are going on a specific weekend, and there's some even during the week. Virginia QSO party is on today. Louisiana QSO party. Russian DX contest and Clara Chowder Party. I don't know what that is, but I can find out. The Worldwide CW phone, and it's got the times, what modes they're using, and most importantly to you, if you want to jump in the middle of a contest, you need to know the exchange. In this case, the exchange is the RST, what Christ, was RST state and something, but anyway, it tells you. Okay, don't need that right now. And I have a pad with a lot more apps in it for amateur radio. But that gives you an idea of the utility of having a lot of apps on your phone. So that's the way it is. Here in Alexander, North Carolina, it's Ralph Roberts, W5VE. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, if I can figure out how to turn it off, I can upload it and post it. And these are notifications. Recording in process. Tap to stop recording. Bye.